Guys, I hope that you had a great weekend. You've got a lot of good energy now to come and tackle this new week. It's the second week of January. We are all back to work now. We did last week speak about goals and setting them, so I hope that you've set some and you're now on the path to go and achieving them, tackling them and making them reality. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, there was a study conducted in 2015 by Bupa. They concluded that a whopping 66% of us will not achieve our New Year's resolutions. We won't hit the target. We won't achieve our goals. Now, sadly for me, that I'm not really surprised by that in any shape or form, because I see the same thing every year. I see a lot of people with good intentions, some really good bright ideas, flooding into the gym. However, a lot of them are doing the same thing. They look like they're trying to kill themselves on treadmills and stationary bikes, etc. And even sadder than that, I tend to hear the same things from these people. Greg, I'm going to be in the gym 5 times a week, mate. Or I'm never going to drink again. And although they sound like good ideas, you have to ask yourself the question, are they realistic? Are you really never going to make it, never going to drink again? Are you really going to make it into the gym 5 times a week? I can't answer that question, only you can. Does that sound like something that you're actively saying now? Or something that you might have said in the past? And I suppose the ultimate question is do you want to be one of that 66%? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing that won't feel great if you don't achieve your goals and targets. So, as I mentioned before, we did speak about setting goals last week, so I hope that you've got some. Sadly, however, just having goals and wanting to achieve them just isn't going to be enough. I touched on this in last week's blog, where we talked about believing that you can achieve your goals. So, I'm going to be talking about and giving you 2 things that I want you to think about this week. 2 major shifts that you need to make if you want to dominate this year. And I do hope that's why you're here and why you're watching this. So first things first, we need to start taking ownership, taking responsibility for what's going on around us, okay? Let me start with, firstly, admitting that I have been guilty of not doing this in the past. So whenever anything went wrong for me previously, it was always circumstances outside of my control. It was always something external doing things to me. It was never my fault. And in truth, come on, it was pretty much always my fault. There's always things that I could have done better to put myself in a much higher probability, a higher chance of achieving my goals. So if you want success this year, you need to start taking responsibility for your actions, and you have to stop making excuses. Now, what I'm going to say right now, you'll have to excuse me for. It might sound maybe a little harsh. It's not meant to be that way. But if you've got some weight that you want to lose, perhaps it's time for you to start taking responsibility about what you put into your mouth. And in addition to that, how long that you spend in a seated position or just not moving, okay? You need to stop making excuses, and take responsibility for what you are and what you aren't doing. People also tell me all the time that they're just too busy to go to the gym, they don't have time to do any exercise at all, and guess what? You're going to have to get better and get used to being busy, because that's not going to change. You're always going to be busy. You just need to start taking responsibility for the time that you have. There is time. There's time for you to do things. You just have to, believe and make the choice to make time to do things, and stop making excuses and stop not making time moving forward. Second, and most definitely the thing that I believe in the most this week is that, you have to change your mindset and change the way that you think and feel about things. So we have to go from a I have to thought process to I get to. Now, a lot of things in life are things that we feel and think about, things that we have to do. For example, I have to go to work because I have to earn money, because I have to pay the bills and pay the rent. Or I have to go to the gym because I have to lose weight, because I have to look good on the beach. Now, look, really, these are what I call toxic thought processes. They're not healthy. They're not going to help you achieve your goals. We're thinking and feeling forced into actions and decisions, and ultimately not many of us are going to be happy behaving like this for a prolonged period of times. Now, What I'm about to say here, a lot of you might think is fluffy. Okay, and I used to feel that way about these things. People have said these things to me in the past, and I just thought, whatever. But it's not fluffy. It works. And if you start thinking and saying, I get to, you'll see some changes. I get to go to work. I get to pay my bills and earn my money. I get to go to the gym, and I get to lose the weight I've put on and look good and awesome on the beach. It's you. It's up to you. It's your life. You make your choices. If you don't like your job, you get to take another one. If you don't like what you weigh or the weight that you've put on, you get to lose it. When you start thinking this way, you might be very surprised by how much you actually get to do. Now that's it, guys. I hope this has really hit home for you and you're ready to take responsibility and start thinking like a winner. So, as always, if you like this video, by all means, go ahead and like it. If you think that this video could add value, and what we've been talking about could add value to someone else inside of your network, then this is really the time that you should be clicking the share button, because this information can only help people who get the chance to listen and see what's going on. Finally, I guess, if you shouldn't be missing out on the blog this week if you've enjoyed what we've been talking about. This is where I'll be giving away some key steps on how to take the sting out of the gym and be confident in what you're doing this year. Some of these points are taken from my premium coaching program, and I'm going to be giving those to you for free, so definitely don't miss out. Very, very last thing, if you enjoy watching these videos and reading the blog on a weekly basis and you don't ever want to miss out, and I really hope you don't ever want to miss out, then go to my website at www.lifeworkswellbeing.com and sign up to the newsletter. Every week I'll share with you my blog, my video and much more, and then you'll never miss out. So finally, there's nothing left for me to say apart from go get things done. Go tackle it, take responsibility and achieve your goals this week. See you soon.